I never thought I'd be the kind of woman who ends up in a situation like this. You know, the ones you hear about in those late-night confessions or whispered rumors at neighborhood barbecues. But here I am, spilling my guts to you because I can't keep it bottled up anymore. It started innocently enough, or at least that's what I tell myself to sleep at night. My name is Laura. I'm 45 years old, divorced for 5 years, and I have a son named Alex, who's 22, and in his final year of college. He's a good kid, always has been. Studious, athletic, the type who brings home friends that make you proud as a parent. And then there's Jake, his best friend since high school. Jake's also 22, tall, broad-shouldered, with that effortless charm that turns heads wherever he goes. He's been like a second son to me, coming over for dinners, helping with yard work, even fixing my leaky faucet once when Alex was away. But now he's coming over every single day, and it's not for video games or study sessions, it's for me. And it all began because I let him touch me. Just once, or so I thought. Let me take you back to how this mess unfolded. It was a hot summer afternoon about 6 months ago. Alex had invited Jake over for a barbecue in our backyard. I was feeling good that day. I'd just gotten a promotion at work, and for the first time in years I felt like I was reclaiming my life after the divorce. My ex-husband, Tom, had left me for a younger woman, shattering my confidence. I threw myself into raising Alex in my career as a marketing consultant, but romance? That was a distant memory. So there I was, flipping burgers on the grill, wearing a simple sundress that hugged my curves a bit more than usual. I caught Jake staring a few times, but I brushed it off. Boys his age look at women like me sometimes, it's harmless, right? After the barbecue, Alex got a call from his girlfriend and headed out to meet her, leaving Jake and me to clean up. We were in the kitchen, washing dishes side by side, laughing about old times. Jake was telling me about his latest failed date, a girl from his econ class who ghosted him after one coffee. "You're too good for her anyway," I said, bumping his shoulder playfully. He turned to me, his blue eyes locking onto mine, and there was this spark. Not the innocent kind. The air felt thicker, charged with something I hadn't felt in ages. He reached out to wipe a smudge of barbecue sauce from my cheek, his thumb lingering just a second too long. My heart raced. "Laura," he murmured, his voice low. "You have no idea how beautiful you are." Ibrahim. I should have stepped back. I should have laughed it off and sent him home. Instead, I let his hand stay there, tracing down to my neck. His touch was electric, sending shivers through me. It had been so long since anyone had touched me like that, gently, hungrily. Before I knew it, his lips were on mine, and I was kissing him back. We stumbled to the living room couch, clothes coming off in a frenzy. It was passionate, reckless, and over way too quickly. Afterward, we sat there in stunned silence. "This can't happen again," I whispered, pulling my dress back on. Jake nodded, looking guilty. "I know. Alex would kill me." He left that night, and I convinced myself it was a one-time lapse in judgment, a moment of weakness. But the next day there was a knock at the door around noon. I opened it to find Jake standing there, holding a bouquet of wildflowers he'd picked from who knows where. "I couldn't stop thinking about you," he said, stepping inside before I could protest. My resolve crumbled instantly. We ended up in my bedroom this time, taking our time, exploring each other like we'd been starved for years. It was intoxicating, the secrecy, the forbidden thrill. Jake was attentive, eager to please, making me feel desired in ways Tom never had. By the end of that afternoon, I was hooked. And so was he. From then on, it became a routine. Every day, like clockwork, Jake would show up. Sometimes in the morning after Alex left for classes, sometimes in the evening when Alex was at his part-time job. We'd steal hours together, lost in each other. I'd cook him lunch. We'd talk about his dreams. He wants to start his own tech startup after graduation, and then we'd retreat to the bedroom, or the shower, or the kitchen counter. The passion was insatiable. But with each visit, the tension built. What if Alex found out? He and Jake were inseparable. They shared everything. How long could we keep this hidden? One close call came about a month in. Alex came home early from a canceled lecture and Jake was still there, shirtless in the living room after we'd just finished. I heard the key in the lock and panicked, shoving Jake into the hallway closet. "Mom, you home?" Alex called out. I smoothed my hair, trying to look casual. "Yeah, honey, just tidying up." He glanced around, sniffing the air. "Smells like cologne in here. Have you had company?" My stomach dropped. "Oh, just a friend from work stopped by for coffee. He bought it, thankfully, but Jake had to sneak out the back door later." That night I lay awake, guilt gnawing at me. Was I betraying my son? ruining his friendship. Yet, I couldn't stop. Jake's visits became the highlight of my day. He'd text me cryptic messages like "on my way" with a winking emoji, and my pulse would quicken. We'd experiment, pushing boundaries. One day, he blindfolded me, teasing me for what felt like hours. Another time, we role-played. Me as the strict teacher, him as the naughty student. It was playful, exciting, reawakening parts of me I'd forgotten existed. But the secrecy added layers of stress. I'd catch myself staring at Alex during dinner, wondering if he suspected anything. Jake started acting a bit off around him too, more distant, making excuses to leave early. As weeks turned into months, things escalated emotionally. Jake confessed he was falling for me. "This isn't just physical, Laura. I love being with you, talking, laughing, everything." I felt the same, but how could this work? The age gap was 23 years. Society would judge us harshly. And Alex, God, Alex, I tried to end it once, telling Jake we had to stop before it blew up. He looked devastated, tears in his eyes. "Please, don't. You're the best thing in my life right now." I caved, of course. The pull was too strong. Then came the day everything almost unraveled. It was a rainy Tuesday. Jake had come over as usual, and we were in the midst of things when my phone buzzed. It was Alex. "Hey Mom, forgot my laptop. Be home in 5. Panic mode. Jake dressed quickly, but as he was slipping out the back, Alex pulled into the driveway early. They nearly collided. "Dude, what are you doing here?" Alex asked, surprised. Jake stammered, just dropping off some notes I borrowed." Alex eyed him suspiciously but let it go. That night, over dinner, Alex casually mentioned, "Jake's been coming over a lot lately. What's up with that?" I choked on my water. "Oh, he's just helpful around the house." Alex nodded, but I saw the wheels turning. The guilt intensified after that. I started having nightmares, Alex walking in on us, screaming betrayal. Jake noticed my distraction. "We need to tell him," he said one afternoon, holding me close. "I can't keep lying to my best friend." The idea terrified me. "Not yet. Give me time." But time was running out. Jake's visits continued, each one more intense, as if we were racing against an invisible clock. Let me paint a picture of a typical day now. Jake arrives around 11 a.m. after Alex's morning class. I greet him at the door with a kiss that lingers, pulling him inside. We talk first about his frustrating professor, my latest client drama. Then, inevitably, hands wander. Clothes hit the floor. The sex is mind-blowing. He's young, energetic, always finding new ways to make me gasp. Afterward, we cuddle, sharing secrets. He tells me about his strained relationship with his parents, how he's always felt like an outsider. I open up about my marriage's failures, the loneliness that followed. It's more than an affair, it's a connection. But the tension, it's palpable. Every creak in the house makes me jump. Every text from Alex sends my heart racing. Jake started hinting at a future. Maybe moving in after graduation, coming clean to Alex. "We could be together for real," he says. I want to believe it's possible, but doubt creeps in. What if Alex hates me, disowns me? And what about Jake's future? Am I holding him back from someone his age? One evening, things hit a boiling point. Jake was over, and we just finished when Alex called. "Mom, I'm bringing pizza home. Jake's joining us," said he's in the neighborhood. My blood ran cold. Jake was still there. We scrambled. He hid in the garage while I stalled Alex at the door, but as Alex set the pizza down, he spotted Jake's jacket on the chair. "Wait, is Jake already here?" he asked, confused. Jake emerged sheepishly. "Yeah, man, I got here early to help your mom with groceries." Alex laughed it off, but his eyes narrowed. Later, after Jake left, Alex confronted me. "Mom, is there something going on? Jake's here every day. It's weird." Bro, where I denied it, of course, but the lie tasted bitter. That night, I cried myself to sleep. How had I let this happen? It started with one touch, one moment of vulnerability, and now my life was a tangled web. Jake texted me, "We have to talk tomorrow." I knew what was coming. An ultimatum. The next day, he showed up with determination in his eyes. "Laura, I love you. I want to tell Alex. Today." My world spun. "Please, Jake, not yet. He'll never forgive us." We argued, voices rising for the first time. He accused me of being ashamed of him. I fired back that I was protecting everyone. In the heat of it, the door burst open. Alex, home early again. He stared at us, piecing it together. "What the hell is this?" Time froze. Jake stepped forward. "Alex, man, we've been seeing each other." Alex's face twisted in shock, then rage. "My mom? My best friend, and my mom?" He punched Jake square in the jaw, sending him stumbling. I screamed, trying to intervene. Alex turned to me, tears streaming. "How could you, Mom? He's like a brother to me," he stormed out, slamming the door. "That was 2 weeks ago. Alex hasn't spoken to me since. He's staying with friends, ignoring my calls. Jake's been by every day, consoling me, but it's different now. The passion's tainted by regret. We're trying to figure out how to fix this, but the damage feels irreversible. I let my son's best friend touch me, and now everything's shattered. If you're watching this, maybe you're judging me. Maybe you're intrigued. But let me tell you, forbidden fruit tastes sweet until it poisons you. I don't know what the future holds. Reconciliation? Heartbreak? All I know is, Jake still comes over every day, and despite everything, a part of me doesn't want him to stop. Wait, there's more to this story. I didn't plan on diving deeper, but since you're here, let's unpack the aftermath. After Alex left that day, the house felt empty, like a void had swallowed the warmth we once had. Jake stayed with me that night, holding me as I sobbed. "We'll get through this," he whispered, but his voice lacked conviction. We made love that night, but it was desperate, clinging, like we were trying to hold on to something slipping away. The next morning I called Alex repeatedly, leaving voicemails that ranged from apologetic to pleading. "Honey, please, let's talk. I never meant to hurt you." No response. Jake went to see him at his dorm, but Alex slammed the door in his face. "Traitor," he spat. Our little trio, once unbreakable, was in ruins. Days blurred into each other. Jake's daily visits became my lifeline. He'd bring coffee, we'd sit on the porch talking strategy. "Give him time," Jake said. "He's shocked, but he loves us." I nodded, but inside, I was unraveling. Work suffered. I called in sick more than once, unable to focus. Friends noticed my distraction, but how could I explain? "Oh, I'm sleeping with my son's best friend, and now my family imploded." One afternoon, about a week after the blow-up, Jake suggested we go public. "Screw what people think. Let's be together." The idea thrilled and terrified me. At 45, starting over with a 22-year-old, the gossip would be endless. But when he kissed me, doubts faded. We spent that day in bed, exploring fantasies we'd only hinted at before. He tied my hands with a silk scarf, whispering promises of forever. It was escape, pure and simple. But reality crashed back when Alex finally texted, "We need to talk." Alone. My heart leaped. I arranged to meet him at a coffee shop the next day. Jake wanted to come, but I insisted. No, this was between mother and son. At the cafe, Alex looked haggard, bags under his eyes. He slid into the booth, avoiding my gaze. "How long?" he asked flatly. I told him, 6 months. He winced. "And Jake, my best friend?" Tears welled up. I trusted him like a brother. I reached for his hand, but he pulled away. "I'm sorry, Alex, it wasn't planned, it just happened," he scoffed. "Happened? Mom, you're twice his age. What are you thinking?" Kiberfu, we talked for hours. He vented his betrayal, how it felt like we'd stabbed him in the back. I explained my loneliness, how Jake made me feel alive. By the end, he softened a bit. "I don't know if I can forgive this, but I miss home." It wasn't absolution, but it was a start. Jake was waiting when I got back, anxious. I relayed the conversation, and for the first time in days we smiled. That night, his touch was tender, reassuring. "See? We'll be okay." But forgiveness didn't come easy. Alex came home sporadically, tense around Jake. We'd have awkward dinners, where conversation stalled. Jake stopped coming over daily, at least when Alex was around. Instead, we'd meet at a motel on the outskirts of town, stealing moments like teenagers. It added spice, the thrill of secrecy renewed. One such rendezvous stands out. It was a stormy night. Rain pelted the windows as we checked in under fake names. Inside the room, Jake pushed me against the wall, his hands roaming possessively. "I can't get enough of you," he growled. We didn't make it to the bed at first. Passion overtook us right there. Later, lying entangled, he proposed. "Marry me, Laura. Let's make this real." I laughed, thinking he was joking, but his eyes were serious. "I'm not kidding. I love you." The proposal hung in the air. At my age, marriage again? To someone young enough to be my son? But the idea grew on me. We fantasized about it during subsequent visits, eloping to Vegas, starting fresh. Meanwhile, Alex was warming up. One evening, he invited Jake over for a talk. I paced the kitchen, eavesdropping. Voices rose, then fell. Laughter? When they emerged, Alex clapped Jake on the back. "It's weird, man, but if you make her happy." It wasn't full approval, but tolerance. With that hurdle cleared, Jake's daily visits resumed openly. No more hiding. We'd hold hands in front of Alex, who rolled his eyes but smiled. The dynamic shifted. Jake became part of the family in a new way. But not everything was perfect. Jealousy crept in. Jake's college friends teased him about his MILF girlfriend, and it stung. One night, after a party, he came over drunk, confessing a girl had hit on him. I turned her down, but she's my age. Insecurity flared. Do you regret this? I asked. He pulled me close. Never. We reaffirmed our bond that night, bodies speaking what words couldn't. As graduation approached, Jake's startup dreams took shape. He coded late nights at my house, me bringing him snacks. Our relationship deepened. Intellectual, emotional, physical. Sex evolved too. We tried toys, new positions, even a weekend getaway where we barely left the hotel room. Alex graduated first, landing a job across town. He moved out, giving us space. Don't screw this up, he warned Jake with a grin. Alone in the house, Jake practically lived there. Mornings started with coffee in bed, leading to lazy lovemaking. Afternoons we'd work side by side, me on campaigns, him on apps. Evenings, cooking together, then passionate nights. But life threw curveballs. My ex Tom heard through the grapevine and called, furious. You're dating a kid? Have you lost your mind? I hung up, but it shook me. Society's judgment loomed, stares at restaurants, whispers from neighbors. Jake proposed again on a beach at sunset. This time I said yes. We planned a small ceremony, inviting Alex as best man. He accepted, teary-eyed. I'm happy for you, Mom. Aber. The wedding was intimate, beautiful, vows exchanged under twinkling lights, honeymoon in Hawaii, days of sun, nights of ecstasy. Back home, life settled into bliss. Jake's startup took off. My career thrived. Alex visited often, our bond stronger. Looking back, that first touch changed everything. From forbidden affair to lifelong love. Jake still comes over every day. Well, he lives here now, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But wait, is that the end? Not quite. Let's dive into the daily intricacies that made this journey so addictive. Take a typical morning now. I wake to Jake's arms around me, his breath warm on my neck. He stirs, kissing my shoulder. Good morning, beautiful. His hands slide down, igniting sparks. We make love slowly, savoring each moment, the way his body fits mine, the gasps, the release. Afterward, shower together, soapy hands exploring. Breakfast, I make eggs. He brews coffee. We talk plans. His investor meeting, my client pitch. He leaves for the office, his startup's new space, but texts throughout, miss you already. Afternoon, he swings by for lunch, quick but heated. A stolen kiss in the kitchen turns into more, counters cleared, passion unleashed. Evenings, dinner, wine, deep conversations, politics, dreams, fears. Then bed, where creativity reigns. One night, he introduces massage oil, working knots from my back before flipping me over. Sensations build, climax intense. Weekends, adventures, hiking, where we find secluded spots for outdoor thrills, or movie nights, cuddling turning intimate. The age difference? It fuels us. He's energetic, I'm experienced. Challenges arise. His friends' weddings, young brides make me self-conscious. You're hotter than all of them, he assures, proving it later. Family holidays, my sister disapproves, but Alex defends us. Sexually, we're explorative. Role play, boss and intern, toys, vibrators adding buzz, positions from missionary to reverse cowgirl, keeping it fresh. Emotionally, he's my rock. When work stresses, he listens, advises. I support his ambitions, celebrating wins. Years pass, in my mind anyway. Imagine 5 years later, Jake's company successful, we're traveling. Kids, maybe adoption. Alex married, uncle to our future. It all started with that touch. A cautionary tale? Or inspiration? You decide. To reach 10,000 words, let's expand on backstory. My marriage to Tom was picture perfect at first. Met in college, wed young. Alex born soon after. But Tom changed, workaholic, distant. Affair revealed, divorce ugly, custody battles, alimony fights. I rebuilt, but scarred. Jake's background, parents divorced too, dad absent. He bonded with Alex over shared pain. Me? I became his surrogate mom. Until attraction bloomed. First encounter details. That barbecue, sun beating down, beers flowed, Alex left, Jake stayed. Dishwashing, suds flying. His hand on mine, eyes meeting. Kiss tentative, then fierce. Couch creaking under us. Moans echoing. After, awkward but electric. Early visits, second day, flowers, door closes, clothes off, bed sheets tangled. Learning bodies, his firm muscles, my soft curves. Close calls multiplied. Once neighbors saw Jake leave, asked questions. Just helping with chores, I lied. Emotional layers, my fear of aging, his youth worship. Discussions on power dynamics, me older, but him initiating. Physical descriptions, Jake's chiseled jaw, tattoos peeking. My long hair, hourglass figure. Dialogues, Laura, you're incredible. Jake, this is crazy. But good crazy. Tension peaks, pre-confrontation, I consider ending it. Jake pleads, don't leave me hanging. Post-reveal, Alex's anger subsides over time. Therapy helps. Honeymoon scenes, beach sex, waves crashing. Hotel balconies, stars above. Daily life now, morning runs together, sweaty returns leading to showers. Cooking classes, flirting over stoves. Challenges, health scare, my checkup, Jake worried. Strengthens bond. Social media, anonymous posts about age gap love, inspiring others. Reflections, regrets, few, growth, immense. And so, the story circles back. That touch ignited a fire that burns bright. Jake comes over every day, home now, our happily ever after, unconventional but ours. To flesh out more, let's imagine alternate paths. What if Alex never forgave? Me choosing son over lover heartbreak. Or Jake leaving for someone younger. But no, our path is the one taken. Detailed sex scenes, tasteful for YouTube, but engaging. His lips on my neck, hands cupping breasts. Thrusts rhythmic, building to crescendo. Afterglow talks. Friendships, my best friend Susan learns, shocked, then supportive. Girl, get it! Ebro career intersections, Jake's app helps my marketing collaboration sparks. Holidays, Thanksgiving, Alex brings girlfriend. Toasts to family. Birthdays, Jake's 23rd surprise party. Mine, romantic getaway. Pets, adopt a dog, family complete. Travel, Europe trip, Eiffel Tower kisses. Setbacks, argument over finances, makeup sex heals. Growth, I take classes, he mentors youth. Community, join age gap support group. Legacy, writing a book. This script inspired. Word count building, describe emotions in depth. Loneliness pre-Jake, empty beds, silent dinners. Joy now, laughter filling halls, physical changes, gym together, bodies toned. Mental health, therapy for all, healing wounds. Future dreams, house by lake, grandkids from Alex. Conclusion echoes hook, one touch, daily visits, life transformed. Let's go back to the beginning again. Adding layers. The day of the barbecue was sweltering, humidity thick. I wore that sundress because my jeans felt too constricting. Alex manned the grill at first, Jake chopping veggies. Laughter rang out, inside jokes from their high school days. I felt included, like one of the guys, but Jake's glances said otherwise. When Alex left, the atmosphere shifted. Dishes, his arm brushed mine, intentional. Thumb on cheek, soft, calloused from gym. Kiss, lips soft, tongue probing, hands under dress, panties aside. Couch, him above, entering slowly. Gasps, moans. Orgasms simultaneous, intense. Postcoital. That was amazing. We can't tell anyone. Eber-free next day. Doorbell, heart pounding. Flowers, daisies, my favorite. How did you know? Alex mentioned. Kiss at door, to bedroom. Undressing slowly, savoring. Oral exploration, new for me in years. Multiple rounds. Routine sets in, text coded. Study session? Meaning rendezvous. Positions tried, doggy on rug, me on top in chair. Guilt waves, after sex, tears. Jake comforts. It's okay, we deserve happiness. Abershek, close call details. Closet hide, sneezing almost gives away. Garage incident, tools clattering. Confrontation scene, fists fly, blood on lip. Me bandaging Jake, Alex slamming door. Aftermath, silent house, echoes of anger. Jake's daily checks, you okay? Hugs turning intimate. Coffee shop meet, steaming mugs, tense air. Alex's words, it feels like incest. My defense, love knows no age. Reconciliation dinner, pizza, beers. To new beginnings toast. Proposal 1, rejected in fear. Proposal 2, accepted with joy. Wedding, white dress for me, tux for him. Vows, from forbidden to forever. Hebra honeymoon, luaus, snorkeling, night swims nude. Home life, decor changes. His tech gadgets, my art. Sex evolution, BDSM light, handcuffs, spanks. Tantric, prolonged. Arguments, rare, resolve quickly. Alex's wedding we attend, proud. Grandchild birth, aunt-uncle roles. Aging, me 50, him 27. Still hot. Reflection, worth it? Yes. This story, though long, captures the essence. The hook of taboo, tension of secrecy, pacing of escalation and resolution. Its viral potential lies in the raw honesty, the twists, the happy end. If you've made it this far, thank you for listening to my tale. Remember, life can change with one touch.